God of War Ragnarok will launch with over 70 accessibility features. Santa Monica Studio has revealed the full list of over 70 accessibility features that will ship with God of War Ragnarok when the game is released on November 9th. God of War Ragnarok is set to be one of the frontrunners for Game of the Year, and Santa Monica has clearly put a lot of work into ensuring as many players as possible can enjoy the apocalyptic adventure by including an impressive range of customization options. These range from a slew of adjustable UI elements that allow players to alter the size and nature of text and subtitles, to more impressive additions such as the high contrast mode, which paints interactive objects and NPCs in primary colors for clearer recognition. The accessibility menu offers a set of 4 presets for players to choose from: vision accessibility, hearing accessibility, motion reduction, and motor accessibility. For each of these, gamers will also have the choice of 3 modes: off, some, or full, which will determine the level of assistance triggered by the preset. Selecting a preset alters a set of predetermined options in the deeper menu, which will subsequently show up in blue. Players will then be able to go into the menu and fine-tune each setting to better suit their individual needs. Among the 70+ settings are options to reduce camera shake, add navigation prompts and assists, trigger audio cues when Kratos approaches an interactive object, and a range of combat and puzzle assists. Players will also be able to comprehensively remap buttons and choose from a set of 5 difficulty options. These range from Give Me a Story, the setting with the least focus on combat, to Give Me God of War, which provides the most challenging level of difficulty. Furthering accessibility in gaming is an industry-wide pursuit, comments Mila Pavlin, lead UX designer at Santa Monica in the blog post detailing the accessibility options. What we have been able to implement in God of War Ragnarok would not be possible without the knowledge and guidance of our many partners. We would like to recognize the worldwide PlayStation studios whose knowledge has been invaluable and an inspiration in the 9 realms with the death of Baldur. Characters: Kratos, the titular protagonist of the God of War series. The Spartan God of War. Atreus, Kratos' son from his second marriage. God of Deception, Chaos, Serpents, Stories, Magic, Lies and Artifice. Known from Jotnar as Loki. Mimir, the Norse god of wisdom and knowledge who is known as the smartest man alive who became a reanimated head. Thor, the father of Magni and Modi and son of Odin. God of thunder, strength, lightning, storms, sky, war and consecration. Husband of Sif. Freya, the mother of Baldur, the former wife of Odin, and the former queen of the Valkyries. Goddess of magic, love, beauty, death, war and fertility. Odin, the king of Asgard, god of war, wisdom, death, poetry, sky, knowledge and magic and father of Thor and Tyr. Angrboda, one of the last non-fired Jotnar and wife of Loki, mother of the 3 monstrous children. Tyr, the Norse god of war, law, honor, justice and son of Odin who was betrayed by his father. Brock and Sindri, Huldra brothers, renowned dwarf blacksmiths who forged the Leviathan axe and Mjolnir. Durlin, a former dwarven rebel leader. He carries around a purple squid opus named Dinner on his shoulder. Fenrir, the giant wolf and the son of Loki and Angrboda. Jormungandr, the world serpent who is also the son of Loki and Angrboda. Skoll and Hati, 2 wolf giants, the sons of Fenrir and the grandsons of Loki and Angrboda. Surtur, the first and original fire giant whose destiny is to destroy Asgard when Ragnarok comes. He is also known as Surtur the Brave. Freyr, a Vanir god and Freya's brother. He was the former leader of the Light Elves. Spiki and Svanna, Kratos and Atreus female wolves who pull their sled. Enemies. Draugr, the most common enemy found in the Norse realms. Draugr are reanimated corpses that haunt battlefields. Many varieties of Draugr exist, some with magical abilities and others with different weapons and equipment such as shields. Light Elves, one of the two elven races that make their home in Alfheim. Since the previous game, they have taken a more warrior approach as they are shown to fight both Kratos and Atreus. Dark Elves, one of the two elven races, alongside the Light Elves, that live in Alfheim. Hellwalkers, they are souls who are unable to rest and enter the afterlife, due to Odin breaking the balance between the realms by corrupting the Valkyries, which ultimately led to the overflowing of Helheim and the spreading of the Hellwalkers all throughout Midgard. Hellbrood, faceless and aggressive creatures that reside in Helheim. Raiders, like the Reavers, they are one of the few people that had not fled or went into hiding. Reavers, they were normal Reavers, but got corrupted by cedar magic which altered their appearance as well as losing their humanity. Stalkers, centaur-like creatures with antlers that are armed with random weapons. Ogres, huge gorilla-like monsters. Wolvers, vicious anthropomorphic beasts that resemble that of a werewolf. Legions, supernatural entities that can be summoned by cedar magic. Drekkies, giant crocodile-like creatures from Svartalfheim. Grimms, bipedal lizard-like monsters with a cursed variant that spits toxic bile. Tatzelworms, hybrid monsters that are a combination of a snake and a feline. Bjorn, a big bear that lives in the wildwoods of Midgard. However, it's revealed to be Atreus in bear form. Dragons, gigantic and dangerous flying reptiles that breath fire from their mouths. Einherjar, warriors who have died and gone to Valhalla and fight at Odin's command. Their weapons are imbued with the Bifrost. Fisk, a giant Einherjar warrior who wields a Bifrost-imbued scythe. Travelers, tall and powerful warriors that wear full-body armor and wield big swords. Flame Phantom, a creature made of fire and rock in Muspelheim. It bears a rune that acts as a weak spot. Frost Phantom, the snow and ice counterpart of the Flame Phantom. It resides in Midgard. Like the Flame Phantom, it bores a rune which acts as its weak spot. That guards the roots of Yggdrasil. Gryla, a giantess from Jotunheim and the uncaring grandmother of Angrboda. Trolls, giant Norse monsters with a set of giant tusks on the edge of their faces. They carry massive totems as their main weapon. Some trolls utilize different elemental and area of effect attacks.